Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. Tonight we're gonna be it's nighttime now, but whenever you happen to be checking out this video, the subject is going to be transitioning. Transitioning. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a long time because I have a pretty good experience with transitioning. I've transitioned twice before. I spoke about my second, and which will be my last transition of my life. In my texturizer tail video, I transitioned from April 2010 with a texturizer to November 2012 to where we are right now. That was my second transition. My first transition was the first time that I had ever gone natural since I was a little girl, going back to my natural hair, no chemicals, all that jazz, from June 2004 to June in 2005. And I'm just going to talk about the two methods that I used to transition because both experiences were incredibly different. Roller coasters to getting to where I ended up with my natural hair. The first time that I went natural was using heat exclusively for the most part during the whole year that I transitioned, and the second time I rarely used heat except for maybe once or twice between April 2010 through November of last year. I used heat maybe 3 times in that time period during that conscious effort to no longer use chemicals and get back to my curls. So I'm just going to be going over my experiences. The first time that I transitioned, I was a senior in high school. I had attempted to transition my junior year, but I let a very mean and haterific girl sway me to get a relaxer, which was, come on, I was 16, 17 years old, so, you know, stuff happens. But the final, like, okay, we're going to do this, did come the summer before my senior year of high school. My mom and I are very close. She combed and brushed my hair every day of my life. I did not properly comb or brush my hair until I was 17 years old, and I'm not afraid to share that with y'all. You know, we're like this now. I'm 2 years going on YouTube. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. So yeah, that was the first time I had actually combed my hair, and it was an eye-opening experience. It was a hot mess. But so yeah, my first journey to being natural, I used heat exclusively. I would get my hair washed, deep conditioned, shampooed, blow dried, flat ironed every week during my transition. So I'll show you guys a picture. The week before I did my big chop, this is what my hair looked like. This is my high school graduation, and I big chop the week afterwards. So it's a disposable camera pic, so here we go. My hair is very, very shiny. I had been actually waist length when I first began to grow my hair out, and I would get my ends snipped once a month, about a ½ inch to an inch. The stylist would snip my hair, so I had highlights, all that jazz. So going into it, I really didn't research it as well as I had. This was back in 2005, so you know, I had perused Naturally Curly a little bit, but there were not nearly as many natural hair resources as there are now. Plus I was 17, 18 years old, so I didn't really think past the end game of doing my big chop. Speaking of which, this is my hair at the big chop stage about a week or so after I cut my hair. So it was in a cute little bob situation. It was straightened. We were in Hawaii, so I didn't see my natural curls until I took my first swim into the ocean, and this is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. As you can see, there are some sections that the stylist, he didn't quite get. I look very, I don't even know, like, whew. But yeah, there's like random straight bits everywhere. I got a kind of cute potential going on, but so yeah, you guys see what I mean. I transitioned with heat, and even though I was doing deep conditioners and everything, I really wasn't prepared for my natural hair. I thought that it was fairly healthy, considering that I was using heat on it once a week. I thought that it was fairly healthy at the time because it was long and it was shiny and, you know, all that jazz. But upon looking back, I see that it probably wasn't as healthy as it could have been if I would have transitioned the way that I did the second time. It gave me manageability. I was a senior in high school. I didn't really know what to do with my hair. When I actually did cut the relaxed ends off, I didn't get everything, obviously. I look really special in this picture. But as you can see, like, what little curl pattern that I did have going on is very, very heat damaged. So that was one drawback of transitioning with heat so frequently. I did have heat damage right from the get-go, it seems. When I was natural, I did suffer a little bit of heat damage. And that was not a good thing to start your natural journey with. I didn't know how to style it. I didn't know what to do. So I just spent that entire first summer of being natural researching, trying different products, all that jazz. And then I slowly but surely found my natural hair groove, and my hair just flourished after that. I used heat very minimally. I deep conditioned, all that. But at the same time, I actually turned into quite a natural hair Nazi, like big time, you guys. Yeah, I was extreme with my natural hair stuff. Like, I would leave all the conditioner in my hair. I wouldn't shampoo for like 2 months. Like, my hair grew to tailbone length, but I don't know how it did with my washing schedule. I have no idea how that happened. But so yeah, I found myself slowly but surely after I transitioned for that first year. But it was a definite learning curve, so I was natural for about 4 years, and then I decided to get a texturizer because it was taking me 5 hours, yes, 5 hours to detangle. Thank God that I have tweaked my routine now to where it's nothing like that, and my hair is almost back to the same length that it was at its longest point of being natural the first go round. So I got a texturizer, regretted it almost immediately, and when I decided to transition this time, I had a really great foundation of how to properly take care of my hair because I had been natural for 4 years before. So I used the baseline of my routine when I was natural previously to transition this time. My texturized hair had been processed and over-processed during a few different applications of the texturizer, and my hair had maybe I don't know if I have a picture of it, but if I can find a picture, I'll try to insert it in here maybe. But it had barely a curl pattern to it. It was a very uneven pattern. My hair was very dry and brittle. Despite alternating moisturizing and protein treatments, my hair was in very, very bad condition. So I decided to just transition and use protective styling. So I would blend the two textures. I would make my texturized hair blend in with my roots that were growing in. So I would do braid outs and twist outs. I never tried roller sets because I was always horrible at roller sets, but roller sets would have been a great option as well. I tried flexi rod sets. So that was in stark contrast to me using heat to transition and blend my natural hair with my straight hair versus using protective styling and styles that would help blend the two textures without a direct heat source while my natural hair was growing, and I would slowly cut the texturizer out of my hair. So I hope that helps a little bit. Go to the pros and cons of each method. Really, there were no cons for me for my second transition. I had a really good grasp on natural hair at that point, so I know what worked and what didn't really work, and I tweaked the things that didn't work previously to where I had a very, very wonderful experience transitioning this second time. I rarely used any heat to straighten my hair, maybe 2 or 3 times in that time period, but it really helped to see what worked and what didn't work. And once all the texturized hair was gone, I already had a solid routine down. I knew what worked for my hair. There wasn't any shock anymore. So I highly suggest that if you are transitioning, I can't speak from experience of doing a short-term transition because I didn't do that, but long-term transitioners, if you're interested in transitioning for maybe a year or more, try to, maybe after that initial first few months, try to do protective styling or wet sets or something that's going to be very gentle in your hair but still help you at the same time learn to work with the texture of hair that you're going to be dealing with on a you know, very, very regular basis. Or if you plan to transition but still wear your hair straight, you know, you could just learn different methods of caring for your hair, like the importance of deep conditioning, sealing, what type of ingredients that your hair likes in general. So I hope this video was helpful. I feel like, I don't know, I hope that I kind of went by the good of each method. Transitioning with heat, while I was transitioning the first time, it was manageable for me because someone else was caring for my hair. I didn't have that frustration really of blending the two textures or the line of demarcation because my hair was being straightened, but at the same token, I don't feel that it was as beneficial to me because I didn't learn how to properly care for the natural hair that I would have after I got done with the transitioning process. Whereas the second time that I transitioned, it was truly a joy. Like, I would just have my hair in some twists or some braids and unravel them, and the hair pretty much looked really consistent until maybe a year and a half into my transition. It became pretty clear, you know, where the natural hair began and where the texturized hair ended. So yeah, I suggest that if you can, you know, try to limit your heat usage when you're transitioning. Your hair is already very delicate. The line where the chemically treated and the natural hair meet is very, very delicate. I can't stress that enough. Like, that is breakage, like the intersection of breakage right there. So just try to be very gentle with your hair. Try to cater more towards your natural hair that's growing in versus the relaxed or texturized or Brazilian keratin treatment treated hair that you're hanging on to at the ends. And these are for people who are not interested really in doing a quick BC type of situation. If you're interested in doing a big chop, you know, I'm sure that you will learn your hair as it grows out and go from there. But for those who are interested in doing a long-term transition, I highly recommend doing it without the use of excessive heat, and try to do it more so towards where you're learning about and caring for your natural hair versus blending the two textures via straightening. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask at all. I know transitioning can be a interesting but very exciting kind of frustrating time at points. So I hope I was clear in this video. I really do. I've been really looking forward to doing it. So here it is. So if you have any questions, please let me know. My hair is in my first successful winter wash and go. I'm so excited. I've got Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic in my hair. I sealed with a hair butter by Ishima. I'm going to be doing a review on their products very, very soon. And what did I use as a leave-in? I don't remember. I don't remember what I used as a leave-in. But I love it so much. It feels so good, despite the fact that the weather has been utter and complete ridiculousness lately. It feels so good. Like, I'm just super happy with it. But I'm about to actually deep condition because it's been this is a 6-day wash and go, so it needs some love and attention. So I'm going to be using the Marie Dean seaweed and rice deep conditioner. So excited. My first go around using one of the Marie Dean products that I got. Well, actually I used the oil of theirs this week, but deep conditioner wise, I'm so excited. So yep, hope this video was helpful, everyone who's out there transitioning or thinking about going natural. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, bye guys.